A community in mourning after a veteran Charlotte County deputy dies, gunned down responding to a call overnight. Sergeant Michael Wilson, who served his community for the last 20 years, was shot dead on a domestic call. Our crews have been following the details since we broke this heartbreaking story late last night. We begin our team coverage this half hour looking at the dangers and difficulty law enforcement faces when responding to calls like this. And NBC2's Jim Spiewak is live in the newsroom with the dangers they face every day.
Well, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office has had their fair share of domestic violence calls recently. Year to date, they've responded to 280 separate incidents, but it was the one yesterday that unfortunately turned deadly.
The domestic violence situation is probably one of the most dangerous situations that an officer could face.
The unknown can turn deadly.
You don't know what's on the other side of that door. You don't know how many people. You don't know what condition. You don't know how many weapons.
Charlotte County Sergeant Michael Wilson was gunned down in this apartment complex Monday night. It's a stark reminder to other agencies just how dangerous these calls can be.
There's already rage and anger typically brewing and bubbling.
Lee County Sheriff Mike Scott's agency recently responded to a high-profile domestic violence case that ended with the death of Arthur Hohensie.
If there has to be loss of life and it's us and them, we want it to be them every time.
Agencies say there's no training for the unknown.
And sometimes the best laid plans still don't work. I mean, these things happen.
They say others in the house can and do turn against them.
Once the victim realizes that their loved one may be taken to jail, they can very often become violent towards the officers.
Chief Doug Baker with the Fort Myers Police Department was in command at the time Officer Andy Widman was shot and killed back in 2008. He knows where an agency goes from here.
They're looking to you to tell that, hey, everything's going to be okay. So your priority, is moving the organization, keeping the organization together.
Black mourning bands are a reminder of a life lost, but not forgotten.